My name is MargiStamps from MargiStamps.com. Today we're going to go through making this pretty or really funky koala happy birthday Bonanza Buddies card. Or if you're in Australia, you'd know that Bonza means good, so we're going to call it a Bonza Buddies card. I'm just going to show you what the inside of this card looks like. So I'll undo this and then you'll see it's like a fold, a W fold card, so it's pretty funky. So let me show you the ingredients of the card. So this is the finished one. There's no stamping on this card on the inside yet. There's plenty of room to write your message, or you could stamp extra greetings on here. So let me pop that over here. So it's a beautiful sunny day in Mount Evelyn today. Haven't got any lights on inside, so I'm getting enough light from outside the house. So roses are blooming. It was Mother's Day yesterday. Hope you had a lovely day. We did. We Zoomed with the family, which was gorgeous. So this is your kit. So we have, we'll make the W inside the card. These are also the inside pieces. So you can see I've layered them up how I'm going to lay them up. And I've used the layering squares because I got a really good consistent cut measurement, so they weren't a bit skew with. You've got a piece of ribbon which you're going to cut into two, which will be the time mechanism. And over this side we've got just another banner for the front of the card and some koala pieces. So these are all die cut from, let me get this one over here too. These pieces are die cut from the DSP. I found that the line was a bit tricky to die cut, so I've just cut a square for him. So I'll pop him back because he's going to go over there and my koala's going onto the front of the car waving happy birthday or something for you. And now I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to start, we're going to construct these first, construct the elements first. So the inside pieces and the front of the card, and then I'll show you how to put it together. Stop this now and we'll restart in a jiffy. Back again. I didn't mention that, I'm not sure if I mentioned before that these, as I'm doing this, these products are still available on our last chance, so that's pretty exciting. So I've constructed my elements here, so you can see them, I've got them laid out here. I'm not going to worry about these ones yet, so I'm just going to pop those off to the side, and I can see I've done the front too, and I'll show you how to get this ribbon on our card base. So I've cut the ribbon, and all you're going to really do is tack this down to begin with, the ribbon. I'm going to use, I did meant to mention that when I was gluing these babies together, I used Tombow, and I used the mini glue dots, what they call the mini glue dots, for this, to get the pom-pom on the hat to keep it anchored. So I'll pop those bits aside. So I'm going to tack the ribbon down. So this is the outside of the card. So I'll tack, if I get the thing to work. Yeah, here we go. Just tack this ribbon down a little bit. And it is in the middle. Now, I sort of have to try and eyeball it because I can't really do it here. So I'm going to put that, that's heaps. It doesn't actually need to be there. Just need enough to tie it. So that's the outside of the card. And then the inside of the card is pretty much the same thing. Maybe if I try and work out which grid line it's on. There. You just want it to be the same. So that's going to be on the inside. So I know that this doesn't glue like it's a bit of a tack rather than a glue. But once we get the Tombow on, it'll be well and truly stuck shut. So those are those pieces there. So we've got, that's for our tying. We're going to whack this bit straight on top now. That will go, it'll run the length of your card. So that's like that. So we're going to glue this piece on next. We'll see how I go. I'm doing this in a live video. I don't normally do this, so let's do this. No, actually, I'll stop it and then we'll come back. Trust yourself, Margie. You can do this even on a live video. So it helps if you get the balloons up the right way round. So I'm going to pop this on and try not to put my head over the screen too much and center it. So I'm still going to use my delicious grid lines. Here we are. So now you can see I used Tombow for that to get that anchored. All right, so that's going to effectively hold that ribbon in place. That wasn't hard, was it? It just looks more complicated than it is this card. Oh, maybe I've managed to tack this whole card shut. There we are. Magic. That's going to be covered, so don't stress it. Now with this piece, we want the fold So you can see it's just 4 folds. So we've got a mountain here, and we've got 2 valleys. So you'll be scoring, it's in half and then in half again for these pieces. So what I'm going to do with these 2 pieces is I'm actually going to stick them down here, and I'll show you the easy way of doing this so it's less fiddly for you. I'm only going to glue, we only want the 2 end pieces to be glued. So obviously we don't want any glue here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one down. So this one's going to go down here. So I'll glue this bit. Once again, I'm using Tombow because it's a good secure bond. And you'll see the magic of this. We'll pop him down first. It's a challenge doing this on a video, trying to get things to line up and not to shake. Pardon me for shaking. So it's sort of, I think that's sort of in the middle. We'll just have to pray a bit. There we go. I think it's straight. All right. Then I'm going to shut that up. Okay, got that? And then I'm going to glue. Now I want a fair amount of glue here, but I don't want it to ooze out. And probably gone too far over there. I'll switch him back a bit. And then I'm going to glue this baby down too. Whoops. Now the trick is I'm actually going to take the front of the card to this rather than the other way around. I have got it centered on my grid. Hallelujah. And I'm going to get that down, and then magic. See, it's going to shut. Okay, so that's the card. And then with these pieces, the trick with these babies is that you only want to be gluing the section that is going to land, or it doesn't matter for this one, you can glue the whole lot. And you can glue, let me see, what do we got? We've got ice creams over here. So they can be glued over there. But these 2 ones in the middle, so my candles, which will go up that way, you only want the glue to land in the middle along that stretch there. And that is a bit by guess and by God, because it's not going to go, it won't fall flat. Okay, it's not meant to fall flat, and our thing's going to go there. So let me pop these ones down first. I haven't got, that's good. Battery's not running out, so that's excellent. I find with this, Tombow is my best friend because it's just a bit quicker, because you need to be working a bit quickly here. Try not to put my face in the way, or my hair. There we are. Does it look square? Right, and this one. So all over these 2, but not the middle 2. And I've stopped short of the edge because I know it's going to ooze out a bit. And I'm only using my eyes for this, so just depends how well my glasses and eyes are behaving today, whether it's actually square or not. Okay, now this one's the next one. So I just want it in the middle. Now that's, it's 2 centimeters. So when you're doing that, you're just going to be running it down the middle. That's probably sufficient. That should hold it. And what I found I do when I get the candles up the right way around is actually put my hand, bend it a bit and put my hand underneath. So excuse the shaky paws. I'm just trying to work out how you can do this securely. I suppose that'll do. Look, that works, to do it like that. You're not bending the card too badly, and it's reasonably centered. Did you see what I did there? I sort of bent it down and had it on top. I'm not sure if that came in the camera view. I did it like that. So that's that one. And now, just do want to make sure he's square. You've got a bit of, with the other thing with the glue that's really good, you've got a bit of wiggle room with it, so you can turn it around. And then this fellow's going to sit about here. Oh, look what I've done. Oh gosh, I'm not meant to have done that, am I? I wonder if I can get that off really quickly. Oh golly gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, that's what happens when you're chatting about something and you shouldn't have done, isn't it, really? Let me see if this will work. That would be a wet one. I think it will, you know. It's going to work all right. Let me just see how tacky it is. Oh, how about that? Well, you learn something new every day. All right, I'll try again. Maybe I'll get it the right way around. Oh no, I've done the wrong way anyway. Oh, thank goodness for wet ones. Here we go. No one will know. Okay, concentrate, Margie. Okay, that's all right. Okay, there. The middle bit. Only the middle bit. Okay. Right, you ready? Aiming. Here we go. So the trick with that is if you happen to have done what Margie did when you're not meant to, you can actually get it off really quickly with wet ones, rather than having to cut a new one. Okay, now once again, I just don't want too much oozing out on the back. There we go. So then that will actually shut. And if I peek like this, you can see they all sort of line up. I'm trying to see if I can see. You can see they sort of line up there. Okay, rightio. So now we're up to the front. Oh my gosh, where's the front of our card? Okay, there's the front of the card. We're going okay so far, right? Now, I was thinking with my placement, I'm going to put my koala down about here. I've actually popped him up on dimensionals. So we will find the dimensionals and do that. And the other thing I've done with my banners, I cut some banners using, once again, the dies out of the Bonanza Buddies birthday dies, whatever they're called. Here we go. So he's going to sit about there. And then on the inside, and once again, I'm going to glue these down. You need to concentrate because otherwise you get glue everywhere, as I've just shown. And then on the inside, I've done, here we go. I've done some more banners, and I've just put 3 across the front of our card, or 3 across the inside of the card. This one, I'm going to chop this baby because he won't bend on there if we don't. So I'll do that in a jiffy, and I shall come back when I have done that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run my bone folder along that edge to get rid of that edge. So I'll stop the vid now, and I will come back and we'll assemble the front of the card. So you can see I've completed the inside of the card. Remember I said I cut this banner here so that when it folds, it'll fold okay. I've got these on quite okay. They're nice and firm. They're not coming off with the trombo. And I'm going to shut that card up now, like so. Now I'm going to show you what else I've done with this. I've put dimensionals, mini dimensionals under here. But when I lay this down, they're going to be at the bottom, and this is quite thick here. I'll show you this card. So you can probably see he's a little bit scrunched down the bottom here. So I thought what would be better to do would be to lay out the bottom, and I can see where the top is. So that's these 3 here, and I'm going to double dimensional those bits because I think that'll look a bit better. So I'll just show you. So I've already taken all the sticky things off them, and I'm just going to pop these on here because I think we'll get a better look with this. This is going to be a bit problematic, this one. I don't know. Do you end up with bits of dimensional all over your house? Our dog likes them. God knows why. All right, we flip these bits off. I could be using my pokey tool for this. I just don't have it with me at the moment. So, or my, whatever it's called, take your pick. All right, so he's going to go down. Can you see I've double, I don't know if you can see that. I've double dimensional those bits, so you can maybe see down the bottom. And I'm going to put that about there, and that's much better because the thickness was different. It's still a bit thingy. It's better than it was though. I'll squish him a bit flatter. Look, oh magic, now it's right. There we go. So that's that. And the other thing I've done is I used the Label Me Bold stamp set, which has got like a black, you can make the background as the stamped image, not the actual greeting. And I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals just about here. So I can do that now. You could put any greeting you wanted there, or you could put your greeting down here if you preferred. I just thought I'd use this. It's also retiring. It's pretty much still available. I'm a bit sad it's retiring actually because I thought that'd be really useful. Okay, we'll see if I can get the greeting on A straight and B not upside down. It'd be good. So there we go. And I've just got my banner to put on the front, which I will do. And the other thing that I've included in the pack for you is a whole lot of, these were the sprinkles from I'm just going to tip them out here so you can see. They were the sprinkles from the celebration, and they're perfect colours for this. I think they were designed for it. So I'm going to litter some sprinkles around there, but you've got the drift for the finish. Now I'll stop this video now because then I'm going to show you the alternate idea. So if you didn't want to do koalas and baby things, you can do something different, or you can keep the bits and you can cut your own kits. So let me get on to doing that. I'll stop this now. Right, well, I've laid out the alternate pieces for the card. So I have an alternate front strip. Now I just wanted to show you this. I've actually blotted that on my my ink pad, like so, because I didn't want to have a white edge here. So you might want to do that. So I've done all those edges first. These ones really I don't think they really need doing, but and I wanted to show you the dies that I've used in case you want to replicate this card. So you can see I've used the layering square dies, if I want to do it maybe that way. So obviously that's the base, that's the Grapefruit Grove element. I'll show you what they were so you'll see. So that was that one. Then we've got the Grapefruit Grove element, and then we have the DSP element. And if I show you in my dies, you can probably get an idea of the missing ones. But in order to determine what dies you need, all I would suggest you do is lay the one you think it is over the top, or you can pop that inside and you'll see that that was the one that cuts that out. So it's easy enough way to determine what dies you need. And when you've got your card done, you can just lay that straight over the top and you'll pretty soon work out which one it is. So now I think what I'll do is I'll actually make this other card up, because it'll be quite a different look. And I think a lot of you have this Lovely Lily. No, it's not called Lovely Lily. Maybe it's called Lily Impressions DSP. It was one of the celebration items. It's really useful, and it incorporates this Grapefruit Grove colour. So that one's retiring. That was only a celebration. The poppies continue, and the birthday Bonanza koala stamp set is going. So if you want it, you probably need to hop in pretty quickly with that. I'll come back soon. Oh, so I finished it. So I'm pretty happy with this. So 2 different designs. You've got enough there to make, well, certainly one card, and then you can play with the other to your heart's desired. That's the second version. I'll just open up the inside without ungluing my sprinkles, which I've only just glued on. Here we go. And so that's the second one. So that's the inside. So you can see these bits you've got in the original kit. So I've just replaced the middle banner and the middle pieces, and I've popped my poppy over here. You'll work out the design for how you want to do that. So there's one card. Let me go grab the original. Here we go. Oh, he's gone. Here he is. No, here he is. Back. So that was the original. Oh, look, I'm going to show you a little trick. Somehow, can you see how there's a scrunched edge there? All we need to do is run the bone folder along that, and it will be magically gone. So that's one, that's the other. They're both going to pop up and shut them over. There's one baby shut, and there's the other one shut. So, choose your design, dears, and have fun playing. Bye for now.